They say 1,278 of the Arukh HaShulchan Yomi. And again, the Eretz Yisrael, they're going into the extension of the initial 4-day ceasefire. And Eretz Hashem, more hostages will come back, safe and sound. And eventually, in the schools of our learning, and of course, it's a small, very small part of the schools of our learning, but to the extent possible, it's be to defeat the Rishon Marim Hamas, Yimach Shemam Zichram speedily in our time. So today we're doing your Yerdei Simukuf Tzayig Aleph Sif Zayin to Tezvav, and we're talking about finding blood when the woman urinates. But the Shisha believer was saying, I have a question on our rabbis. Why Meir says she's tahora when she spurts out the urine. The almost said the tomu maya, perhaps after the urine ceases, asadam, blood comes. Perish Rashi Yemer da dam ba biyachid mamera gleim. Who says the blood comes together with the urine? Umizaneka as iev shalios dam nida, and therefore when it spurts, it can't be blood nida blood. Yima dam ba achar shekolu hamera gleim v'dam nidu. Maybe the blood comes after the meraglaim has ceased, and this need of blood. So the Gemara answers that she's sitting on the edge of the toilet, on the edge of the rim of the toilet. When she's spurting inside the toilet, when you find blood in the toilet, or literally sefel is a bucket, but for our purposes we'll say toilet. But if it came after she finished urinating, you should have found the blood on the rim of the toilet and inside. Just as the Shas asked this question of Meir when she spurts, certainly you ask Rabbi Yossi, no matter what the scenarios, maybe blood afterwards. In fact, the Gemara is asking generically. So in that case, you should only be matar in a situation where she's sitting on the rim of the toilet and find blood inside the toilet. When she's Many poskim do all that way. Why do these rabbis not make such a distinction? And they say no matter what she's Torah. I have to say, they must not hold like Rashi. The interpretation. Maybe the nida came afterwards from the cervix. There's no logic to say this. Okay, let me surround me. Why did the blood come by coincidence from the cervix right after she urinated? Unfortunately, they explain. Maybe after the urine has stopped spurting, she'll say it started dripping, as is normal case of people urinate, that the urination, the urine drips out and drips in drabs. We say the they say that then the urine went up into the cervix and brought them blood. And that's what the Taisus explains. The Matame Yeshua says it's only a question of Meir, who was Matame when she drips. Well, Rabbi Yossi the Matame Gam Yeshua says this. Rabbi Yossi says she's Torah even if she drips. Moshka Sav, like we saw in Ziv Gimel. The Chenish Speaker says that's why they left it out, because they're basking like Rabbi Yossi. Ches, but there's another great question here. The Gemara shows a parallel between the particular that has not been checked. And he left in a box. And the salacha of urine. Before it says explicitly, who says it's tor in the case of the box when she finds blood in it afterwards is matara here, and vice versa. Mishatami is matami here with the urine, is matami also the box. Okay, Rambam b'chol poskin the tiaru b'kan. So Rambam all the poskin were matara here. But H in a baduk, Timushim guessing it, but H in a baduk, which is the box, they said it's tummy if you find a stain. Yes, the Shas says they're similar. Rabbi saying about the Tesha Shon Kosu Bem Hashem Rabbeinu Chanan the Gamadin Zet Mea Mishum Kesem. The Tesha brings on Rabbi Chanan that in this all she's also tamei by the urine, as I love from the law of Kesem. Just like with but because it wasn't checked on Shom. Rambam B'chol Rabbi is saying if ligu zem izan, but the Rambam and all the rabbis who distinguish between these cases are difficult. Kasheta came in a shas medam elu adoy since the shas draws power between them. Test the chimut says the Rashi Torah by Shark Somim. The Rashi brings Sheviti Ravid. The Rashi brings the Ravid Shkasu writes the Avgar the Achim Krabiosi. Even though we hold a Krabiosi, you can't come in a boduk. Nevertheless, by an unchecked because she's tmeir mishum kesem, she's torah on account of the stain. V'sigalov and Rashi asks on the Ravid. Came in the shas medam since the shas says they're comparable. How can you draw a distinction between them? Because of the Baal Hamor, Bemes Matar Gama Eid Shein Aboduk. It says Baal Hamor is in fact Matar, even in the case of Eid Shein Aboduk. He's coming to the Varam. The Rashba seems to agree with him, I ain't sure. But Tam Ravid near us, so why does the Ravid not say that? Minesha Eid Shein Aboduk Yesh Kama Machmirim Bagmar Sham. There are several people in Machmir by Eid Shein Aboduk, which is in a box, and that the stain is Tomei. That's how we also machmir. That's also logical with Rambam. They also say, the time Rabbi say, in the reasoning of these rabbis, the Gemara only is drawing a parallel in terms of the halacha of an absolute nida deraisa. That scenario we can't distinguish, not distinguish between them. I mean, with Tumas Kesed Rabbanon. In terms of the Tumah of Kesem, which is the Rabbanim, Yesh Lachmir V'Sham Yoser. In terms of the Raisa, Torah by both. But in terms of Kesem, there's more reason to be machmir by the H in the Baduk. She in the Bud Kata, because now she did check, and she found a stain. So it seems to be evidence. And it brings down the brackets, he found something like this. Bin Madan Yotif, Dibir Chamudos, which is Toys the Yontif. Yod Vishita said Toys the Rosh, the opinion of Toys and the Rosh, the Gambo, Medes, Epshal Kayachos Donik. Not like we said till now. That even when a woman stands, she can also spurt and shoot out. Nevertheless, she's talking like a mayor. The Gemish Medes, because since she stands, Ein Brachmon Niftach. She's standing. The channel is not open broadly. The rear end does not come out broadly, and but they're arrested somewhat. Therefore, as a result, they back up into the cervix. They bring blood. There is only matar when she sits and she spurts. There are two advantages. The rachman niftach, the chamber expands, and she's spurting. But the one thing is a rye. I know meres, that means she stands, even though she is spurting. Or she's dripping, even though she's sitting. Matame, he made as matame. For Rabbi Yossi matame b'shtein, Rabbi Yossi matame by both. Came when she is shchara l'tibusa, as long as it's one l'tibusa. Either that she's sitting or she's dripping. Ava b'tati reisa, but not dripping is worse. Either she's sitting or she is spurting. Ava b'tati reisa. When you have two deficits, or metis v'shal sesses, she's standing, which constricts this area, the circumference of the chamber, and she's dripping. God might be some matami. In such cases, definitely concerned that the urine is going to go back up into the cervix. And bring blood. Rabbi Yossi is not concerned when she's sitting. Maybe after the urine ceases, blood comes. She's sitting, just no matter what. That makes no difference where the blood is found in the toilet or on the rim of the toilet. This is what's being a Turkish Kosav who writes, the woman who's urinating into the toilet, you find blood. She's sitting, she's torn no matter what. Since the chamber is wider, Lo adu meraglanim kor, the urine does not back up into the cervix, lo misham dam, to bring blood out of there. Avo omeres, she's standing, shalokum tsar lo, and the chamber is constricted. If she spurts into the toilet, shamayim yotikulach, the urine shoots out. Then she starts. They drip on the rim of the toilet. She's talking about this is the first thing which Ramah brings down. Because writes it like the language of the Torah and Shah. Medikta Gom and Farshim. Farshim inferred, came the day and Chilik Ben Tog Sefer. Since Rabbi Yosef knows whether it's in the toilet or on the rim of the toilet, Chilik Rak Ben Shah says Manekes, the Chilik is only between dripping and spurting. Why do you write by spurting? It's within the toilet. And when she's dripping, he wrote it's on the rim of the toilet. Okay, I'm not sure this is how big a question it is. He says, sometimes there's a chiddush in saying this on the rim of the toilet. In other words, it goes without saying, it also beginning when she was urinating. Shem Rubin, when there's a lot of urine. Haisa Medicine says she was standing and dripping into the toilet. She Tameya, that she's telling me at the time she's bar, because we have a Tati Luriosa. But even at the beginning of the urination, she was spurting into the toilet. After the spurting, she was dripping on the rim of the toilet. There's very little urine there. We're concerned that they went back in the cervix. They brought down blood. But it's obvious it's very difficult to say this. There's one who writes the Mikalachas, she can't spurt unless she distances her legs from each other. Because according to this, Mesima Asefa ben Raglea, she puts the toilet between her legs. The urine comes down, Vadam with the blood of Asefa inside the toilet. But if she drips, it's not possible unless her legs are next to each other. Not sure why not. Why? I guess that's what holds it back. Ben Raglea. So it must be that the toilet is not between her legs, but next to her legs. The Melisha says that's why she drips on the rim of the toilet. It's from the Taz. That's even more difficult. The Malo Latur where's the care? Came on the Dina Ein Afkamina says according to him, there's no Afkamina as long as she's sitting, as long as she's standing. In any event, there's no difference here. There's no difference. I'm sorry. No difference on the rim or inside. You can be sure those who say the dafka noki b'mekachas to l'sefel. It's specifically talking about when she spurts into the toilet. Because it was found the rim of the toilet. When she spurts, it's tummy. Because we're afraid that after the urine ceased, they brought blood. And therefore it was found on the rim of the toilet. That's where she's going to drip. Therefore concerned that after the spurting, she was dripping. And when dripping, when it's talking about the rim of the toilet, mentions that rim because that's where normally drips go. But if she's dripping, the truth is, even she's dripping, even inside the toilet, she's tmeya. That's Chabas Das. Lonely early, I'm not sure about this, says the Arukh HaShulchan. The Arukh HaShulchan, but before it's explicit, Rabbi Yoti lo chashin, beside the time of Maya, Adam. We're not concerned that after the urine stops, blood comes. Yudal, and he was not near Behefach. So it says the Arukh HaShulchan, I think exact opposite. The Torah is not going on the blood, but rather on the urine. Verucha the milsun is doing on the spurting and dripping of the urine, not of the blood. Well, that's what we're talking about, obviously. No, it's talking about where the urine is found. Sorry. Normally, the spurting is inside the toilet, since it goes with strength. Itasha as if she urinates on the rim, it's going to leave. It's going to be found on the floor around the toilet. But if she's dripping, She doesn't have to spurt into the toilet directly. Can she do it on the rim and it'll drip down? Came in because it's not so strong. It's not going to rebound out. Anytime it's after spurting, it's got to be some dripping. And this is what we see. Like we saw previously. Came against this case, so that's case there's no way to be matar if she's standing, even if she's spurting. Because in the end she's going to drip. Maybe after the urine finishes, she finishes spurting, she's drawing a drip. She can down and that's what people do. For Rosh Chaleis Leisvara Zukmash the Rosh does not hold this svara. Therefore, Yitzchak to show that it was smart in what he wrote, but it means to say, she's standing and spurting inside the toilet, she's tar. If she urinated in a spurt inside the toilet, no matter what. Whether the blood is found inside the toilet, as fast as ever, or in the rim of the toilet. Says this, at the end she's going to drip. If you found blood on the rim, whenever she's talking, she's not concerned. We're not concerned. She's urinating, she's going to see blood. And then it says, if they're dripping on the rim, she's tmeya klomar, meaning, he lost from the beginning. She was dripping on the rim. Oh, the hand damage. Let's see. That's the urine normally drips. Tmei b'choyin. Then she's telling me no matter what. I feel nimtzad dam b'solas sefer. Even if you find the blood inside the toilet, because she has fast sefer, and certainly you find it on the rim of the toilet. Tesvav yeshmi and rishonim sheichmir ad yoser. Some rishonim more machmir. V'esvilu deho da'ach hashash yadim l'sad tamu mayo chulei. There's concern that after urine stops, the blood is going to come from the cervix. Have a ben Rabbi Yossi. Same concern with Rabbi Yossi. V'yera is really compares Rashi shebeid b'sivzayim. They hold like Rashi, which we brought down previously. The lo shayach zel chashash chazar harzdaz tam makor has nothing to do with blood going up back into the cervix, but rather blood coming down after urination is finished. If that's the case, when the Gemara says she's sitting on the rim of the toilet, etc., find blood inside the toilet, according to everybody, it's no good. And according to this, when you find it on the rim of the toilet, if she sits down, it's tummy. The sign blood came afterwards. There's a second piece the Ramah brings. Some say that even she's sitting, can't allow it unless she's spurting, and the blood was found inside the toilet. It's on the rim of the toilet, she's tummy. And if she's standing no matter what, she's tummy. That is the custom. In that case, if she's sitting in the middle of the sefer, where even the drips have come down into the sefer, she's tummy no matter what. It's from the Shach.